Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Good morning and welcome to The Splash Live. I'm Dave Scott. Great to have you here on the eve of Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's almost here. What a big couple of days we have coming up here in our greater West Bloomfield area. We've got a lot of events and activities to let you know about. We'll take a look at all the news, if you will, of the day and a whole lot more. It's all part of our 90 minutes of television each and every day right here on Civic Center TV. It starts out with The Splash at 9:30 in the morning live. Very local orientation on The Splash. Then at 10 o'clock, it's the MegaCast. Tyler Kiefoff today. You're with me for another hour until 11 o'clock. We've got Dave Lorenz from Travel, Michigan, and a lot of other great people coming up today during the 10 o'clock hour. We'll take a slightly wider view of our community at large, Metro Detroit, a little bit of the entire state of Michigan. Thank you very much for joining us each and every day. You can watch us on Comcast Channel 15 if you have cable in the greater West Bloomfield area. Also over on AT&T on Channel 99. Select the community when you get to Channel 99, be it West Bloomfield, Sylvan Lake, wherever you live, and you'll be able to watch our programming. You can also watch us on the internet at civiccentertv.com. Go to our webpage, hit the Watch Live button, and you'll be able to see it in great full high definition on our website, along with all of our archives in there. We're streaming today on Facebook. Go search for Civic Center TV 15 over on YouTube. We're there as well, YouTube Live. You can catch all of our programming there. Search for Civic Center TV. And a huge thank you to Eugene back in the studios with Tyler off. If he hit all the right buttons, we're also, and I know he did, we're also live on 89.3 Lakes FM, booming all across the greater West Bloomfield area on the radio. Thank you very much for joining us here on our hour and a half block of programming. Let's get right to it and take a look at the weather for the greater West Bloomfield area heading into this Thanksgiving weekend, this extended weekend. And wow, what a great day. After all that snow and that huge lake effect snow we got around much of the state of Michigan, we're going to get up to 51 degrees today with plenty of sunshine. And if you like that, you're going to like Thanksgiving even better. And this is really good news because I know a lot of you will be jumping on an airplane or driving maybe 4, 5, 6 hours or more to grandmother's house. The weather for Thanksgiving Day is going to be great for travel, 54 degrees and wall-to-wall sunshine here in West Bloomfield. Low down to 42. Friday, not so bad either. I don't know that we got the weather for Saturday for the big Michigan-Ohio State game, but we'll check in on that. I think it's going to be just fine this weekend. I saw kind of an interesting fact, actually, on M Live about the temperature. It was really interesting. It said the areas of the state of Michigan where they got all that snow keeps things cool and their temperature is a little bit lower until all the snow melts. I never realized that. So we're benefiting here in the greater West Bloomfield area from not a lot of snow accumulation from that big lake effect snowstorm. So earlier in the week this week, there was a great event going on, and our West Bloomfield police participated along with a lot of other agencies from around Oakland County. It was the Tie One On campaign that they were promoting. You may have seen police cars driving around the last couple of days with red ribbons on them. This is associated with Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and the Tie One On campaign is here to remind us during the holiday season to be very careful as we are driving. Of course, you're going to be getting together with family, you're going to be having a couple of cocktails, I understand that, but please remember to be careful. Have a designated driver in your family, and that is a message from your West Bloomfield Police, the police all across Oakland County, as you can see in the video. Ferndale Police right there tying one on. And look for the patrol cars across our entire area in West Bloomfield, the sheriff deputies and others with these red ribbons on their automobiles, encouraging you to be very careful all the time, but especially as we enter into the holiday season. Our good friends over at Bloomfield Television, Bloomfield Community Television, were on the scene, and they filed this report Monday from the event.
On November 21st, local police agencies teamed up with Mothers Against Drunk Driving to remind everyone to stay safe this holiday season.
We are here at M1 Concourse for the Tie One On campaign with Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Taiwan On campaign is to remind our residents and citizens on the roadways to designate a driver and drive sober.
I'm on the MAD National Law Enforcement Committee, and MAD is very concerned about the increase in traffic deaths over the past 3 years. Preliminary traffic fatality data estimates more than 20,000 people were killed on American roads in the first half of 2022. Think about that for a second, 20,000 people. A 16-year high, largely due to impaired driving, speeding, and unbuckled occupants. Drunk driving accounts for 1/3 of all traffic deaths. At this rate, the number of drunk driving deaths could exceed 12,000 for the first time over a decade. That's a number we do not want to see.
Members of MAD's victim impact panels also spoke at the event, in memory of the loved ones they lost to drunk drivers.
A man who I called Grandpa Marty for a short period time of my life was murdered by a 4th-time DUI offender on December 2nd of 2005. Martin Stott was hit from behind while walking back to his van on a job site in Ionia, Michigan.
My father, Dean Waldron, my stepmother, Sherry Waldron, my 12-year-old brother, Adrian Waldron, and my 4-year-old brother, Shane Waldron, all of which died on the day after Thanksgiving, 1980, and hit us going 120 miles an hour with a .324 blood alcohol level and cocaine in his system.
The Taiwan On for Safety campaign runs through January 1st. For more information or to get involved, visit the MAD website.
Great job by our good friends over at Bloomfield Community Television filing that report. Thank you also to the West Bloomfield Police Department for the video that they posted online. And what a great event. What a great event, and what a great way to demonstrate to all of us through the holidays to be really, really careful. Look for those patrol cars all across Oakland County with the red ribbons on there. Go to the MAD website, madd.org, get more information, and be a voice at your family gatherings to make sure that there is, there's going to be some cocktails. We get it. We're going to watch a Lions game, and that's going to be a lot of fun, and we're probably going to drink a beer or two. I get it. But make sure you have a designated driver. Watch your alcohol consumption, and if you're going to be driving, the easiest thing is to be the one person who has a water or a soda pop. Okay, so take it easy this Thanksgiving. You heard directly from the people that have been negatively impacted by these tragedies that have happened in years past during this wonderful holiday season. Let's make it a safe and wonderful holiday season here in the West Bloomfield and Oakland County area. Thank you again to all of our law enforcement and all of the fine people at MAD who put together that great program on Monday. We're going to take a quick break. There's an awful lot going on in our community. We'll get to it. And later on in the program, I've updated our top 5 videos on YouTube. We got some great additions today. So a couple of guys fell off the list. It's kind of like the NCAA tournament. You know, a couple of teams move up, a couple of teams move down. Some videos fell off our list, but we've got a couple of great new ones on the list. Our top 5 YouTube videos are already posted on civiccentertv.com/top 5, but we'll run through them right here on The Splash in just a moment. Don't go away. The Splash Live comes back after this.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. Watch Civic Center TV with our brand new live captions. To turn on live captions, go to civiccentertv.com and click Watch Live. In your web browser, click on the Options tab in the top right and find the Accessibilities tab. Then just switch on live captions to heighten your enjoyment of our local programming. Thank you so much for watching Civic Center TV.
Let's savor these moments, made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the dining out going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date.
What's happening around you? Hear about state events, businesses, and from the people behind them on the MegaCast, an hour-long TV, radio, and streaming show keeping you informed on the day-to-day news. Listen in on talks with volunteer groups, documentarians, and financial advisors, Monday to Friday with your host, Tyler Kieft. Catch the MegaCast weekdays from 10 a.m. to 11 on Civic Center TV, 89.3 Lakes FM, and streaming on mymytv.com. And now, back to the Splash, live.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Dave Scott, Civic Center TV, 89.3 Lakes FM, and all of our other outlets. Good to have you with us on this. Feels like a Friday, but it's actually a Wednesday morning as we get ready for a couple of days off for most of us with Thanksgiving. Great time to get together with families and enjoy each other. And we got a lot of great football, as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago. The Lions and the Bills at Ford Field. That'll be a real highlight for your family gathering. And then don't forget, I think even bigger for most of us in Michigan, it's Michigan and Ohio State. And even if you're a Sparty, for all of my Michigan State friends, make sure that you get out and at least watch a game. Do your very best to cheer for the Maize and Blue. And here in West Bloomfield, we have our fingers crossed that our graduate, the guy that won West Bloomfield the state title, who is the number 2 running back for the University of Michigan. Of course, I'm talking about Donovan Edwards, that he is on the field. Also, if you're watching the game from a West Bloomfield perspective, don't forget about Makari Page, one of the star defenders on the University of Michigan roster, also West Bloomfield grad. Our connection between our schools here in Michigan, Michigan State, and others with West Bloomfield is very pronounced. So make sure that you tune in, watch the game, and as I do, make a little extra effort to keep an eye out for our West Bloomfield grads that'll be playing a very big role. Talking about exciting West Bloomfield sports news, congratulations to Elizabeth Eckbrett. I hope I pronounced your last name correctly, Elizabeth, of West Bloomfield. She wins she wins the state title in the 200 and 500 freestyle swimming state championship. Team didn't win it, but they did very, very good. But she individually wins the 200 and the 500. Hey, congratulations, Elizabeth. Great job. You definitely are an MHSAA champion. And my friends, Elizabeth is only a freshman, one of the many extremely talented people that we have in West Bloomfield School District. Speaking of the school district, we definitely had a very significant Board of Education meeting on Monday night. At that meeting, we discussed the future of our infrastructure and the forthcoming possibility of a $148 million bond issue that will not raise your millage a single penny. It's good news. But there was a lot of other things going on at that meeting. One of the things that I wanted to highlight today is that 46 West Bloomfield Educational Foundation educator grants were approved earlier this week at the West Bloomfield School District Board of Education meeting. We really can't wait to see, as they said on Facebook, all the innovative teaching and learning. And so what is, if you don't know, the West Bloomfield School District Education Foundation? Well, it's a community group that is there to generate and distribute financial and other resources to and for the West Bloomfield School District enrichment programs and other projects aimed at enhancing the quality of learning and education opportunities for students in the school district. They're there to strengthen the curriculum by serving as a catalyst for the development and promotion of innovative programs. So bottom line, they fund these grants, they raise money, people in the community all get involved, and you may wonder, where does that money come from? Well, one of the really fun events we have every year here in West Bloomfield is the big casino night put on by that organization, and it's a little ways down the road, but mark your calendar for February 3rd from 7 to 11 p.m. There'll be live music. The event is actually happening right across the border in Farmington Hills, but it's the big community night for the casino night for the West Bloomfield Education Foundation. And, you know, it's a lot of fun. A lot of your neighbors are going to be there, a lot of parents and teachers, but a lot of people. I mean, you don't have to have any direct relationship with the school district to attend the event. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we hope you make it. Great job the West Bloomfield Education Foundation doing a really good job on all fronts. Are you a West Bloomfield High School graduate from the year 2002? Guess what? Your reunion is happening this weekend. It's going to be going on in the On the Dunes sports facility. Really a lot of fun. We do a lot of our events there as well. So the class of 2002, your big reunion, Saturday, November 26th. That's this Saturday from 6 to 10. There's going to be games, raffle, food, cash bar. Get online, connect to the social. Don't miss your reunions. You know, I missed a couple of mine, and I have so much fun going back to my West Bloomfield High School class of 1977 reunion. And you're really going to want to make sure you get out to this one if that is your year. So join in the celebration on the dunes this weekend. We talked earlier, I think last week, about the big Christmas tree sale going on at Orchard Lake St. Mary, and it's all up and it is running. We interviewed Dan Triban from Sheboygan, and there's a picture Dan sent me just like an hour ago from the setup he has now on the field right there at Orchard Lake Schools, right at Orchard Lake St. Mary School, and that's right there at the intersection of Commerce Road and Orchard Lake Road, right as you're entering from Orchard Lake into Kegel Harbor. And if you're looking for Christmas trees, there are really going to be some spectacular ones. Dan's a cool guy. He has brought these trees down for several years, and it's a nice fundraising event for the Orchard Lake Schools. But if you need a really big tree for your house, that is a great place to go, and you'll find some amazing trees. And Dan will find you something even a little smaller if you don't need something huge. But either way, I think it's a good idea. You might want to head over there. They are open today. They open at 9 o'clock, and they'll be open until 9 o'clock tonight. And I think Dan's going to be running all the way through the holidays. So we'll get out there. We're going to do a live broadcast out there, I believe, next week, and learn again all about Christmas trees. And by the way, they're from Sheboygan, brought right down here to our area. Get out there and support that, if you will. Also an invitation to join a family dinner put on by the Muslim, I got to get this, the American, let me see, it is right here, forgive me. I'm sorry, the Muslim Unity Center is holding a family dinner. It's going to go on this Saturday as well at 6 o'clock, price $35 for adults, children 4 through 12, $25. Maybe a couple of bucks now because, as you can see in your screen, that there is a late registration. We are a community of great diversity. And here's another opportunity for you to engage. These guys are part of the Interfaith Council here in West Bloomfield. The objective of the MUC is to develop, support, and promote an Islamic way of life and to ensure the emergence of an American Muslim identity. So this is a great opportunity, family dinner Saturday night, and you are invited to go. Should be an awful lot of fun. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes when we return. We got a little bit more news and information, and we're going to take a look at the top 5 videos that we put on our website from YouTube. All of them are focused on West Bloomfield. We got some real gems that we added to the list, and we'll take a look at those in just a minute. I'm Dave Scott. Thank you for joining us. This is The Splash Live, and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live.
Now that the vaccine is available for children 5 and up, why do you recommend it?
Kids are part of the community and they can spread COVID.
We're seeing both healthy children getting sick from the virus as well as children with underlying health conditions.
They can easily bring the virus home to other people that are vulnerable and make them sick as well.
This vaccine can change that and keep children safe.
It's essential that your children get vaccinated to protect them, to protect your families, and to protect those in the community around you.
My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone, too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. All Michigan, streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV.
Wondering what to say to someone who's been sexually assaulted or abused?
I believe you. sorry this happened.
It's not your fault.
Confidential and anonymous help is available at the Michigan Sexual Assault Hotline. Connect with us 24/7. Call 855-VOICES-4 or text 1-866-238-1454 for help. Learn more at michigan.gov/voices4.
And now, back to the Splash, live.
Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us here on the Splash Live. It's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and probably a lot of you are getting off work a little bit early today. You got to get home and get things prepared. For the young people, and I'm not promoting this, but it just is the reality of the situation. For the young people, especially those that have gone off to college and they come home, this is one of the biggest nights of the year for folks getting together. And if you go to clubs or you go out at night, for people doing that, as a lot of people come back home to their communities. And if they're young and they're not dragging kids and wives and husbands along, a good opportunity to get out and socialize. So do it carefully tonight, but a lot of people will be doing that. And then, of course, on Thursday, we all get together with our families, travel wherever we're traveling, watching some football like the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills right here in Detroit, our annual tradition of Ford Field. And so enjoy the holiday weekend. Hopefully you got Friday off. All of our programming will continue. We'll play some best ofs over the next couple of days. And I really hope you do enjoy this holiday weekend. And as we said earlier, the weather is going to be absolutely incredible. So about a week or so ago, I started this new thing called our top 5 videos of West Bloomfield, because I get out to YouTube and there's so much really good stuff there, but it can be really difficult to sift between all of the different videos that are on YouTube and find the things that are really great, pertinent to our own local community, and that are really interesting and talk about some interesting things. So I've assembled this list, the top 5. We've kept some of the previous videos on the list, but we got a couple of new ones that I added. They're not necessarily new videos, but videos that I found that I thought were really remarkable. So let's go to the webpage and we'll take a look. First of all, you can find this very easily by going to civiccentertv.com/top5. civiccentertv.com/top5. And Jared, thank you very much, or Calvin, thank you very much for rolling this video. First video here on the page is a really excellent video of the West Bloomfield Trail. This is our bike trail that starts all the way out in Commerce Township, and really it's part of a longer trail. But this segment that comes through West Bloomfield weaves all the way through Commerce Township, back through some of the wooded areas of our beautiful township, and not too far from Town Hall, weaves back over past Orchard Lake Road, just, let me get this right, north of the high school and just south of Pontiac Trail. And then continues on all the way up to Sylvan Lake. And as you can see right there in that section of the video, if you're riding your bike or maybe pretty soon on some cross-country skis, be careful and respectful of the people that are going a little bit slower. If you have not had the opportunity to get out and walk this trail, it is absolutely magnificent. And this weekend might be the perfect weekend to do it, because it's going to be cool. Temperatures are going to be in the 50s. We're going to have, some nice fall-like temperatures. Put on a coat, get out there. And then once we get a good snow cover, not a bad idea to get out on the trail and enjoy some cross-country skiing. This is just one of a number of trails throughout our area, but this main trail that weaves right through West Bloomfield, absolutely incredible. The West Bloomfield Trail is the video for biking, walking, cross-country skiing, and if you've never been out there, maybe you're not able to walk and you still want to enjoy it, go check out this video. If you are able to get around and you do want to hit the trail, go watch the video. I think you're really going to enjoy it. There's not a lot of narration, just a lot of really nice music. And I found this video absolutely incredible. I personally feel a little guilty. I've not hit every section of the trail. So get out there. First of all, check out the video, civiccentertv.com/top5, and then get out there and do exactly what those people are doing right there. Get out on your bike, enjoy the trail. Maybe you don't want to shoot some video while you're driving. You could hurt yourself like this person did, but get out there and enjoy it, okay? Second video, and that's a new one we just added to the list. Second video, no big surprise. Our fire chief, Greg Flynn, is a great communicator. And not so long ago on Civic Center TV, we had him on live, and he introduced us to what was at that time the new Fire Station number 3. Now, Fire Station number 3 has been around for quite a while now, at least a little over a year or so, I believe. But the technology that is available at Fire Station number 3 is amazing. As we build these new buildings and create new infrastructure for our community, great case in point, the West Bloomfield Middle School, we're able, the people that design these and the people that plan them are able to consider the impact of contemporary use and modern technology and implement that into the design. And on this video, you can see Ronnie and Tyler talking to Chief Flynn as he walks through every piece of the building with a camera and gives you a tour and really gives you an opportunity to see the ins and outs of Fire Station number 3. And he's a really great communicator, as you know, and shares all the details. So check that video out. Really amazing from our West Bloomfield Fire Department, where they're creating an awful lot of really great video right now. And I salute them for that. That is the video on Fire Station number 3. Okay, a couple of our top videos stay on the list. And how can you knock this one off the list? It's another angle. Narrated, an amazing narration from my good friend who's now passed, George Moore, who worked with us at Civic Center TV. We shot this a while back, right when drone technology was first available, and got some great aerials. And this is a couple years old, but the video is still amazing, and it's one of our most viewed videos on YouTube, produced by Civic Center TV. And it's called Another Angle. I hope you enjoy it. As you can see, a lot of the scenes were shot right at the peak of the fall color season. And we all know we live in a beautiful community, but if you need to be reminded about that, go check this one out. It's our number 3 video today on our YouTube top 5 videos on Civic Center TV. Let's take a look at the next one, and this is all about that 1976 tornado and all the information of the tornado that went ripping through Maple and Orchard Lake Road and through a lot of communities and subdivisions, slightly downwind of that, and the history of this cataclysmic event in West Bloomfield, our most watched video of all time on Civic Center TV, the West Bloomfield tornado. And with everything that's going on this weekend, we got to move to this video as we celebrate the state championship and celebrate Donovan Edwards, our star running back from West Bloomfield, who led the Lakers to that state championship a couple of years back. And this Saturday, assuming he is healthy and ready to play, he's not played the last couple of games. He'll be playing in that big game of Michigan and Ohio State. So check it out, civiccentertv.com/top 5 and check out our videos. That's going to be it for The Splash. Tyler Keefe is off. I'll be back in a minute with the MegaCast. Thank you very much for joining us across all of our outlets, and have an absolutely incredible Thanksgiving weekend.